Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Donna Lakes here. It's a beautiful morning out. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. And I just wanted to get back on. I haven't been on in a couple weeks. I've been doing some nurturing and healing with myself, taking a break from giving out a lot of energy and kind of like giving to myself, which I think is a really important thing, that we take time to do that. I had a wonderful break this past weekend where I went up north with one of my besties and we had just a great time with our dogs, and doing stuff like that is so important, and being in nature is like so important. Hi March, how are you? So yeah, I just wanted to give a little talk and do a little meditation. Times they are a-changing. We made it through the heavy eclipse times, and you guys probably did a lot of transforming. I know I did. I've had a lot of transformation going on. It did a lot of triggering for me. So that I could heal things. So triggering is a good thing. We might think it's like a bad thing, but it's really good, because triggering shows us where we need to face our fears and where we need to do our work. So what I mean by triggering is we really need to learn to take responsibility for our own energy, because when we blame other people, or we say other people caused us to feel this way or that way, we are giving our power away. And the only way to reclaim our power and hold on to power is take responsibility for our own feelings, our own emotions, our own beliefs, So if we're not feeling good enough, we can't blame somebody else for making us not feel good enough. We have to be like, oh, I don't feel good enough. And where did that come from? Well, it comes from, beliefs that we adopt from our parents and society and people around us as we're growing up. And most of our beliefs are formed by the time we're age 7. At least all of our core beliefs, which we then operate from, because what we believe creates our reality, and we just keep attracting the same scenarios over and over and over and over again. And, healing is like a spiral. It's not like linear, okay? So, we might do good for a while, and then something might come up again, and we'd be like, oh, I thought I worked on this. Well, you have. Take notice of how you're doing better. Just because it came back up and an opportunity for another layer of healing has come up, they say healing is like an onion. You got to peel away the layers. And an onion does have like a spiraliness to it. So, when we have to take responsibility for how things make us feel. I'm running out of juice, so unfortunately I thought I charged it enough, so I gotta go in the house and plug in. So yeah, call back your power. Don't give away your power like that. You don't need to blame people. You don't need to when you say they caused me to do this or they caused that in me, nobody has control over your feelings or your emotions, nor do you theirs. So there's no way anyone can make you. No one has that power unless you give them that power. You know what I'm saying? So, when you notice yourself blaming or saying they caused this or they caused that, that is just hogwash, because no one has that power over you. Sorry for all the noise. I gotta get to my plug. So be very, very mindful of that. Oh, I'm blaming. That means I'm giving my power away. Or, sorry, I'm trying to plug this in. Okay. Time out. Almost there. Okay. So we're going to do a meditation in a few minutes about calling back your power. And I just want you to keep that in mind and observe yourself this week. Who am I giving my power to? What thoughts am I giving my powers to? What situation am I giving my power to? And you can do this like calling back your power, calling your energy back to you. There's many situations in which we can give our power away. And I'm going to give you some examples so you know what I mean. And like I said, like one of the ways is, oh, he or she caused me to feel this way. Their actions caused me to feel this way. It was your choice to feel that way. It's your choice to take anything personal. You know, it's always a choice. Always. And it can be hard, and we can be blinded by our wounding, so blinded that we can't see it, you know. But it's always a choice of what we choose to believe and how we personalize someone else's actions, because nothing ever is personal. We take it that way. We're taught to take things that way. But, hi Raymond, good morning. But nothing ever is really personal. How somebody acts is always about them and what's going on with them. And the same for us. How we act and how we respond or react to something is always about us. And so try not to get caught up in personalizing things and just be very conscious and really explore yourself about, like, why is this triggering me? What is it triggering in me? How are they making me feel? Why do I feel bad about myself because of this? And take responsibility for that yourself. Only you have the power to change things. Like, you can't rely on how someone else is going to act for how you feel about yourself. You can't rely on anybody for anything. We have to learn to go within. Go within, go within. That's where the power is. Go within, working with ourselves. We only have control over ourselves. We don't have control over anyone else. And, you know, everybody has their programming. Good morning, Lauren. You know, everybody has their programming. Everybody has their beliefs. Everybody has their triggers. Everybody has their patterns. We all just have to work on them consciously, and we have to work with our subconscious, because like 95% of the time we're operating from our subconscious. And subconscious, that means we don't even know what's there, you know, until we become conscious of it, and then we can work with it. But it's a lot of work to only work consciously with your belief systems and your patterns and your ideas about life or your ideas about yourself or other people. That's great, Lauren. So yeah, definitely think about what I have to say here today, because you hold the power, and only you hold the power. No one has power over you. And whenever there's a situation, like we have a lot of situations going on in the world right now that are kind of scary or, that, seem disempowering. But again, it's how we choose to react or respond. Now, response is always like when we respond to something, that's always like a trigger. Responding or choosing not to responding or choosing not to respond is a response, because a reaction is definitely a response to a trigger or a wound, whereas a response means that we're being very conscious about what we choose to do and how we choose to handle a situation. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes not responding is the best response, just not giving something energy. I feel like there's so many things going on in the world right now I do not want to give energy to. And so I don't give energy to it because I don't want to be a part of creating something that I don't like or enjoy. Now, we need to be aware, but we don't need to give energy to. Like, I think a lot of people give a lot of energy to, like, politicians and, like, hating them or not hating them. People give a lot of energy to the riots or to the social corruptness of things that are going on in the world, don't give so much energy to them because then that keeps them alive, Instead, give energy to solutions and give energy to like what you want to see created in the world. How would you like things to be? So justice to all the corruption. There's certainly times where we need to stick up for things and sound our voice, but also we want to focus more on solutions than complaining. I think that in America especially we get bogged down with complaining and bitching all the time, and we really need to like focus on more giving our energy to creating differently and to creating solutions and to focusing on what we want in the world, so that I challenge you to make this a daily practice. What am I giving my energy to? Whether it's personal or whether it's like worldwide. How am I spending my energy? And is it draining me? Because like when you're focusing on something or thinking about something a lot, that drained feeling is an indication that you are not having the right focus and that you're giving your power away. So whenever you feel like drained or you feel all of a sudden depressed or you get anxiety, then this is an indication that your focus is not the best for you. All right, Ellie. Congratulations on your house. So yeah, it's very, very important to be conscious and take inventory of where we are putting our energy. And really where we need to put it the most is putting it towards ourselves. Filling up and overflowing. Hi, Donna. Hi, Laura. And, if we fill up and overflow, something that Spirit taught me like a while ago, and I'm still working on doing this myself, right? Because I had a lot of codependency issues, which means I expended a lot of energy towards other people and not filling myself up and overflowing. And then that left me depleted. And I think that we're all a little bit codependent, Our society is built that way. So, and we're dependent on other people to validate us. We're dependent on other people to make us feel good about ourselves. We're dependent on other people to approve of us, when really what we need to do is start approving of ourselves, start appreciating ourselves, start loving ourselves by giving to ourselves first instead of sacrificing ourselves. You know, hey Justin, I think I'm coming to your moon thing on Saturday. I'm gonna try. So, anywho, so we definitely have to take inventory of what we're giving our energy to, and making sure that we begin to fill ourselves, give to ourselves. Because like if we give to ourselves and fill up and overflow, then we won't become depleted, and we can be that more expansive to bring light to more people, right? And just keep ourselves in a really good place. And the more that we do that, what Spirit has taught me is that that's what's going to create more peace in our lives. And peace on earth is when everybody can learn to give to themselves, fill up, and overflow. Because when we're giving away, when we're depleted, and we're not giving ourselves, not loving ourselves and not giving ourselves approval and acceptance and taking care of ourselves, then we reach out and we want to steal energy from other people. Bullying is like a big thing in our society, but like there's also like energy bullying that goes on all the time, right? Because we're like, when we're needing that validation outside of ourselves, or we're needing someone else to make ourselves feel good about ourselves, or we're needing someone's approval or whatever, then we lose power, and we try to steal then energy from others and steal like other people's power in a way. And so a really great book about that, really, and there's a movie too. I'd watch the movie before I'd read the book because the book is like amazing. And, I read this back in my 20s. And Celestine Prophecies, it's a fiction story, but they talk a lot about energy in that book and about being responsible for your energy. So that's a good reference for you. I also have a Managing Your Energy course that I teach, and I have a Coming Home to Yourself course that I teach that helps you step into acceptance and self-love and all of that. And then stepping into your power. I have a sequence of workshops that are about ascension. And to me, ascension is basically learning self-love and how to be in your power. It's very simple. And then vibrating at that, and feeling, the oneness and the equality of us all. So like oneness consciousness. And so that nobody is less than, nobody is more than. We are all equal. We are all unique, but we're all equal. So that's all I kind of wanted to talk about today. That was what flowed out. So there you go. If you missed it, you can re-listen to it. And I am also going to do a little meditation right now, because I feel like, another big part of ascension is becoming reconnected to the earth, reconnected to the heavens, to the all that is, and reconnecting with ourselves, or accepting ourselves for the very first time, loving ourselves for the very first time, or being in connection with ourselves the very first time. A lot of times when I do my healings, it's very interesting because I do like kind of some inner child work that is done in a very like hypnosis type of way, combined with energy healing, and throw in a little life coaching and psychic reading in there. It's like interesting. But what I find is that a lot of people cannot connect with what I call all aspects of themselves. So and so, sometimes they do in the first time, and they cry because because of that connection. There's like this part of them that's crying because they're sad because they were so disconnected, and then there's this other part of them that is crying because they are now connecting for the first time, and how beautiful that is. It's kind of this bittersweet thing, or it might be one or the other, but it's oftentimes, I find, a combination of this bittersweetness, of connection with the self. So connection is very important. Reconnecting with the earth, ourselves, and with the heavens. Laura says, what a wonderful feeling. She says, that was me. Yeah, because I just did her first healing on Friday, and she did cry about that. Yeah, it's an amazing experience. It's an amazing experience. So today we're going to do a quick little grounding, and then we're going to call back our power. So I want you to think of an incident or a person or people that you have been giving away your power to. Who have you been angry with? Who have you been blaming? Who have you felt a victim of? Or what have you felt a victim of? What situation? Hey Greg, miss you. Can't wait to play one of these days. So yeah, think about something or someone that you have been giving your power away to. Something that you have fear about, victimization, or they make me feel, like blame. Think about that, and we're going to do an exercise of grounding and then calling back our power. So without further ado, and I do have a lot of these meditations pre-recorded for sale on my website, ascensionhealingartcenter.com or donnalakes.com. And if you would like to try a healing, there are a plethora of healers at my center that you can work with, or you can work from a distance over the phone. Energy is all connected, so we can work at a distance because we just have to tap into your energy, and that can be done from a distance. So, okay, so I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, sit in lotus or sit straight up with your feet on the ground, and take in one deep breath. Let it out. Until there's no breath left. Keep exhaling. And then begin to focus on your breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. And I want you to exhale till there's nothing left, till you're like your lungs empty and your stomach rings out. And then breathe in to your belly, your diaphragm, fill up your lungs, and exhale. Release your lungs, your diaphragm, squeeze out your belly. And as you exhale, kind of force it out. Good. And keep breathing like this. And I want you in your mind to take yourself to a sacred place in nature that you enjoy. Maybe it's a place that you make up. Maybe it's a place that you've been to and that you love already. Whatever. Take yourself to a place in nature that you feel very safe and secure. Keeping your eyes closed, continuing to breathe deeply. Good. See yourself in that nature scene. And then we're going to call in all aspects of ourselves. So we're going to call in your mom with you in her belly, a representation of each month as an infant, and then a representation of each year of your lifetime. And they're like making this circle, and you are at the head of the circle, and I want you to greet them. And I want you to say, hey, I'm doing some healing, and I hope that you will all be cooperative and on board with this healing. And place your hand over your heart and say to all aspects of yourself, say, I am sorry I haven't treated you the way that you deserve, but I'm willing to learn, and I'm going to work on it. And I want you then to take your attention to your tailbone, and I want you to see all aspects of you dropping their grounding cords from your tailbone, like you're dropping an anchor. And you're going to plug in this grounding cord. It's kind of like an umbilical cord that is supposed to be connected to the earth, but it became disconnected. And some of you might have your grounding cords connected, and then just work on strengthening the energy of that connection. But if you don't, I'd like you to see it drop like an anchor down through all the different layers of the earth, finding your sacred connection to the earth, maybe through a crystal in the core of the earth, and kind of plug in there and root yourself. And just feel that connection to the earth. Feel that. Good. And then I would like you to reconnect your meridians to the earth. So extend the meridian lines that are in your body down into the earth from the bottoms of your feet, like you are a tree growing roots deeper and deeper into the earth. And connect there. Root yourself. Hi, Aiden. And just really strengthen and deepen the connection of those roots down into the earth, strengthening your grounding cord into the earth. And then I want you to, like roots drinking in water from the earth, drink in the energy of the earth through this rooting system, and bring it up into your feet, into your legs, into your pelvis, up your spine, out the top of your head, and extend into the heavens, reconnecting with the all that is, the everything, the Mother, Father, God, the universe, source, the creator, whatever you want to call it, the full potential. And kind of root in as like if you were rooting into the sun, you're rooting into this energy, this divine energy, this pure potential creation energy. And I want you to drink that in through like branches. Your meridians have extended out through the top of your head into the heavens, drinking in that heavenly energy, mixing it with the earth's energy and sending it back down through your spine, into your pelvis, down your legs, out your roots, and offer that energy to the earth, giving reverence to the earth and thanks for all that she does for us. For it is safe to connect with Mother Earth. It protects you from feeling the woes of humanity. It protects you from taking on other people's energy. She also is the Divine Mother. She is the ultimate mother, and she gives to us without expecting back. And she gives to us our food, our water, our clothing, our shelter. She literally gives to us everything that we need to live. So giving reverence and thanks to her for that. Thank you, Mother Gaia. And seeing her fill with like the gold and white light of the heavens. And your body is this sacred conduit between the earth and the heavens, completing a sacred circuit. And now I would like for you to call back your energy from whatever it is, whomever it is, be it a thought, a situation, or a person. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's co-workers, whomever, whatever. I want you to call your energy back from it, because it or them or they, call back your energy and see all your energy coming in through your solar plexus, right at the apex, the bottom of the rib, where your xiphoid process is, and all the way around the back. That's where your solar plexus is. And see all your energy coming back that you gave away to this situation or these people or this belief or these thoughts of worry or fear, whatever it is, and feel your energy coming back to you and filling you. And you're not taking on any of their energy, you're just calling back your own energy that you gave away to that situation. And as you're doing that, feel it pumping into you, refilling you, making you bigger and bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter and brighter, and feeling stronger and stronger and stronger, and feeling more powerful. And take your attention back to all your aspects and say, we are in charge of what we focus on. We are in charge of what we believe and what we think about. And I want you to affirm the opposite of what you gave your energy to, if you can. And say to them, look, I love you. I approve of you. I appreciate you. And just take a moment to try to sit in appreciation for yourself and appreciation for this situation or these people or the person that you gave your power to. Sit in appreciation to them for helping you to grow. You might even say thank you to their soul. Sometimes it's hard to do because you're spurred with anger, but just remember that anger is just a signal. Our emotions are signals to show us whether we are in alignment or not in alignment with our thoughts and beliefs. You're welcome, Cian. So, and then I just want you to give thanks to yourself for being here today and doing this, something healthy for yourself today, and for loving yourself today. And I encourage you to keep on doing things that help you to evolve and to step into self-love and to step into your empowerment. And if anybody wants to get a deeper healing, then feel free to call Ascension Healing Art Center or go to our website, ascensionhealingartcenter.com. We have workshops, we have healers, we have all sorts of stuff, and we're starting to get things going a little bit more, and I'll be bringing in some guest workshop hosts and events for August. You can attend via Zoom, and there's a limited space for in-person as well, so you want to get your tickets early if you want to come in person, because we can only allow so many with what's going on. But the Zoom can be a beautiful experience as well, just as this has been a beautiful experience this morning, hopefully for all of you. And thank you for joining me, and I promise I'm going to get back on. I'm also going to start holding a meditation in my yard, and I'm going to be putting it on live or putting it on Zoom, letting people join Zoom or live, I'm not sure, for helping us to focus what we want to change and create in the world, to helping us to focus on solutions and to lift our vibration and cultivate that creative energy that we need to create a better world. Okay. Donna Lakes, intuitive healer, ascension catalyst, and consciousness coach. I am out, going to start the rest of my day, and I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned. Take care, everybody. Peace. And drop a comment, if you will, so that this can get as much publicity as possible, so it can get to more people to help them. That would be great. Thank you. And you can follow me, Donna Lakes, on Facebook and Instagram, or you can follow Ascension Healing Art Center on Facebook or Instagram. We have lots of inspiring things, and we let you know about events as well. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.